welcome back to another reading. I'm Muskan, and in today's reading, we will be seeing the messages from your ancestors, the ancestors that have transitioned to the other side. We will see any divine guidance that wants to come through, that wants to make itself known to you, and how your ancestors are supporting you and guiding you from the other side. We will also be seeing who is coming through and what encouraging messages they have for you on your journey right now. So for today's reading, we have 3 piles for you to choose from. Pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. I will be showing you each pile up and close one by one. Make sure that you come into a comfortable and aligned space of mind and body before you choose your particular pile, because that will lead you to your divine guidance. To choose your particular pile, you can feel into what artwork or the name of the deck is calling out to you the most, and I will also be showing you a random card from the back of each deck, and you can choose your particular pile from that reference. So now I will be showing you each pile up and close one by one. The deck for pile number 1 is this. The name of this deck is the Self-Love Oracle, and your random card says Abundance Planning. The deck for pile number 2 is this. The name of this deck is the Starseed Oracle, and your random card says Portal. Doors are opening. You decide. Rewards. Wild card. The deck for pile number 3 is this. The name of this deck is the Angels and Ancestors Oracle, and your random card says Elder. Move beyond ancestral patterns. This is so resonant. So these are all the piles. Just like always, pick out the pile that's calling out to you the most, and I will also put out timestamps in the description box below so that you can listen to the divine guidance of your particular pile. And now I will start channeling the messages beginning from pile number 1. Hello pile number 1. So if you guys were drawn to the first deck, the Self-Love Oracle, then this is going to be your reading. We will see what your ancestors want you to know from the other side, what encouraging messages, supporting messages, or divine guidance they have for you on your journey right now. We have 3 sets of oracle cards and tarot cards, and we will begin by taking a look at each of them one by one to bring out the messages for you. So for your first set, we have Abundance Planning, and to clarify this, we have the Lover's card. Okay, so the first message that's coming through for pile number 1 is that your ancestors really want you to become aware of how you are approaching money and abundance and financial matters in that term. Like this first card, it's pretty obvious and it has the number 1, so it makes me think of like new beginnings. The number 1 always makes me think of new beginnings. I think your ancestors want you to become aware of how you are using your finances, how you are investing in various things, how you are spending money, and what is your relationship with money in general. I'm also seeing like with this picture of this notebook here, I'm seeing like they encouraging you to write good affirmations, to write down or journal out good affirmations such as I am abundant, or I always have enough, I'm grateful for all the things that I have in my life. I feel like if you guys write down or journal out good affirmations, and especially those that surround around abundance, then it will really help you to attract more abundance into your life. Also, like having a gratitude journal is really going to be powerful for you. Yeah, so this cat here is really catching my attention, and it feels to me like this cat is one of those good omens. And also it makes me think of like those little money saving treasure boxes that we have, that have a little slit in the middle, and you just drop a penny or a few bucks in there, and that's how you save. So this good omen is really making me think of appreciating what you already have. This cat is holding a small fish in their arm, but they are really happy about it. This is a really silly message, but that's really coming through. So I feel like it does not really matter if you don't have a lot in your life, because when you are grateful for the small things, when you're grateful for the little things that bring you joy, then that really enhances abundance in your life. I'm also hearing the message of like dividing your values in a organized manner. So it's like we have these different bucks divided in four, and it makes me think of how there are various areas of your life, and you need to think about how you are investing in those various areas and if it's a good way to do that. So for example, you have an area where you have to eat food, then you have, maybe you have to pay rent, or you have to invest in other things around your home, and then there is your health, and then there are other material aspects. There are various aspects of your life. So what are the most important aspects of your life, and are you investing in those aspects? Because a lot of the times when we're not aware, we spend in directions that are not really our top necessities. Yeah, that message is really coming through. And with this Lovers card, for some of you, this may not be applicable to everyone, but for some of you, I feel like this Lovers card could indicate that this is someone who really took care of you, who really loved you. It could also be someone who was like a past lover. Yeah, I think that's a little bit weird, because when we think of ancestors, we usually think of like someone who was old or who has transitioned from the other side. But for some of you, this could be like a lover on the other side, and they are guiding you from there. This could also be like a member of your soul tribe. Yeah, that message is also coming through. It could be like a soulmate, one of your soulmates, or a member of your soul tribe that is guiding you from the other side, and they really want you to take care of yourself. They really want you to take care of yourself when it comes to the material aspects of your life, like whether you are nourishing yourself, you have comforting amenities, you have comforting surroundings, you have good food, you have comfortable clothes, like little things like that that make you feel loved and supported. Yeah, I think they really want you to take care of yourself. And you know what, I'm also receiving the message of need to release guilt around spending money, because you are worthy of it. You deserve to have nice things, you deserve to be comfortable and safe and feel nourished and feel the pleasure of those things, because that really feeds you mentally, emotionally, and physically. Of course, we have to be aware that we are not just giving into all the distractions in the material world and just feeding into that constantly, but this is really about releasing guilt. I think that's what this journaling was about. When you release the guilt, you journal out that I am worthy of this money. Every time I spend money, I receive more of it back, because the universe loves me unconditionally. There are a lot of flowers in this card. These flowers also make me think of like abundance, so much abundance, and these are I think lavender flowers that match with this person's lavender dress. So this is definitely someone who really loved you, who really appreciates you. There seems to be like a connection between flowers and this person. Maybe they communicate with you in the form of flowers, a certain kind of flower. I'm also hearing the words like rose or lily. That could be an important name for you or an important flower for you. I don't know, maybe there is some sort of connection and that reminds you of this person, or it just makes you feel abundant and feel safe within yourself. Yeah, and with this lover card we also have Gemini energy. So Gemini could be an important zodiac sign. It could be your sign, or it could be the sign of this person who passed on the other side. It's not really necessary that this person was actually in the physical form with you. It could be that they have been supporting you and guiding you from the spirit world all along. They have been guiding you and supporting you from the spirit world all along. So for your next set, we have positive affirmations. We were just talking about this. Exactly. On this card, it says, I love myself, I choose love, brave, beautiful, worthy, grateful, healthy, happy. Such a beautiful card. And to clarify this, we have strength. Your ancestors, they really want you to make yourself feel like you're worthy. I think they really want you to believe in yourself. They really want you to see yourself as worthy of having all the financial abundance, all the material abundance, and joy and happiness and contentment at the same time. I don't know if you can hear like the fireworks in the background, but I feel like it's a symbolic of your ancestors cheering for you from the other side. It doesn't always happen that when I'm recording these readings, these fireworks happen outside. This strength card is bringing out the message of like you going through some challenges in your life, and this is really a sign to be brave and courageous in your life. It's a sign to see yourself as worthy. Like, can you see on this card? My attention is going on to this line. I feel like this is your guides or your ancestors from the other side, and this is you. I feel like this lion is a little bit sad. They are beautiful, they are luxurious, they are courageous, they are full of potential, but they are a little bit sad, and this is their ancestor guiding them. This is what this card is bringing out. The number 8, which is the number of the strength card, is all about abundance. So I feel like if you guys have been going through any kind of issues when it comes to money or abundance, I feel like this is an encouraging message from your ancestors that issues will be resolved very, very soon. They will not be permanent. And I feel like they're trying to tell you that there is enough for you. I can see this halo on the background of this card, and with this infinity symbol, it makes me think of like there being infinite resources, infinite potentials in which you can attract abundance, and there being so much there for you. But this line is kind of caught up. They're not looking at this abundance, that bounty. They're looking somewhere else. I feel like they're kind of caught up in their mind. I feel that's why these affirmations are so important for you, because they're really going to help you open your mind, open your eyes, open your self to new perception. You really need to let go of any kind of lack mentality that you may have been holding on to. And with this third eye on this person, it makes me feel like the moment you start practicing positive belief systems and letting go of the old ones, it's going to help you connect with your higher self. It's going to help you realize like all my life I have been believing that money is hard to come by, or that I can't have nice things, or I have to feel guilty for spending money. And now my eyes are being opened and I am becoming more and more aware of the fact that I do deserve abundance and I am worthy of it all. Yes. And we have these flowers again on the body of this person. So this could also be like a message to decorate your home space with flowers, because flowers are really not that costly when it comes to physical money. But when you buy flowers, or the energy of the flowers is so abundant, it's priceless. It's absolutely priceless. I feel like your ancestors, they see you as this beautiful radiant flower that is blooming with beautiful potential. They see you as this beautiful flower that is priceless. Like, you cannot put a money on it. So why wouldn't they want you to take care of yourself? Why wouldn't they want you to like spoil yourself? But obviously in a mindful way. And yeah, it's really about dropping those old belief systems, dropping that baggage of guilt, of hoarding, of any kind of negative conditioning that you may have gathered from your past experiences, or even from your childhood conditioning around money and abundance. And both of these cards are major arcana cards, so they represent things that are huge and offer significant importance in our life. So I feel like this could be a theme that you may have experienced for a long time in your life. This could be a theme that may have been following you around on your journey, and I think that's why this message is coming through so strongly. With this line here, I'm also like hearing the words believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. And again, I can't help but notice that there are flowers on the head of this person. They are literally wearing a big crown of flowers. I think that is really, really significant when it comes to you guys. I think flowers are really going to help you. They can bring you joy. They can light up your home space. They can light you up. They can light up your heart. They can remind you of the abundance of nature. Nature is abundant. Nature doesn't do lack. And with that, there's also like a saying that's coming through, that human beings are the only creatures that have to pay to live on this planet. All the other creatures, they are thriving, they are being nourished by Mother Nature. So this in and of itself is trying to tell you that our innate worth is high. We are innately worthy. These are all just constructs of the physical 3D reality where we have to pay, to eat, to sleep. Our innate nature is always going to be worthy. The amount of money that we make or that we have in our bank accounts, that may keep changing, that may keep going up and down, but our innate worth is something that will always, always remain constant. Your ancestors really want you to remember this message. Yes, this is really important for you. And with the strength card, we have the zodiac sign Leo. That could be significant for you. So for the next set, we have sound healing with the number 47. And to clarify this, we have the Empress. Wow. So the Empress is all about abundance. The Empress is bountiful. Oh my gosh. Can you see how many flowers are there on this card? There's a flower in the hand of this person. She's wearing a crown. And there are literally flowers blooming out. And I don't know why these look like lilies to me. Yeah, so the Empress is the ultimate card of abundance. It's the ultimate card of encouragement for you. And this sound healing makes me think of, again, like creating a abundant environment around you. I think your voice has a lot of power, because when you say positive affirmations with your throat, like there are hearts on the throat of this person, I feel like it's like going to reverberate out into the universe, and it's really going to change your reality. And these sounds are like affirmations into the universe. I'm also receiving like a message that your ancestors may connect with you through some sort of sounds, like through music or certain frequencies, certain sounds, certain music, certain lyrics of certain songs that come through, that really hit your heart, that really resonate with you, that really make your ears ring, or that really give you goosebumps. That could really be a sign that your ancestors are around you and they are connecting with you. And along with this, can you see like how many drums are there on the card? Yeah, so I feel like this represents multiple resources, multiple ways of attracting abundance in your life. I feel like this is a very positive confirmation from your ancestors. More abundance is going to come along in your life. More abundance, more joy, more beauty, but you have to be willing to see yourself as worthy of it, because that is going to really change your relationship. So with this sound healing card, I'm also receiving the message that what goes around comes around. So within, so without. So when this person, meaning you practice changing your own frequency, your own vibration, through affirmations, through changing your beliefs, things like that, your own personal frequency will start sending out an abundant frequency into the universe. It's like you are the abundance frequency. Stop seeing yourself as separate from money. Stop seeing yourself as separate from all things abundant. You are money. You are the abundance frequency. You are these beautiful flowers. You don't need permission to live an abundant life. A flower is always going to be fragrant. It doesn't need permission, meaning it doesn't need permission from someone. It doesn't need permission to shine, to blossom, to be a flower, to be colorful. So that's the message that's coming through for you, that you don't need permission because you are the abundance frequency. And when you send out these intentions into the universe, your external reality will really start to reflect that. I feel like there is also like a message around your aura, like maybe clearing your aura, cleansing it, or being mindful of the spaces that you surround yourself in, because those spaces really affect you in some kind of way. It's like if you are in a crowded space, that has a different energy, and if you go into a nature space, that has a different energy. It's really about you being mindful of the energy, being mindful of the energy that you're surrounding yourself with. I'm also getting like empath vibes, because empaths are people who absorb the energy of other people. So if you guys are resonating with the fact of having negative beliefs around money or abundance, this could be something that you may have absorbed from the outer world. This could be something that you may have absorbed from the 3D reality, from the people in the 3D world, and it was just a reflection of what they were practicing, what they were believing in, and you can change that now. And there are so many various frequency musics, various high vibrational affirmations that you can find on YouTube or somewhere else. You can even create your own, a list of your own affirmations, and you can listen to that. So one of the highest frequencies are 432 hertz and 528 hertz. Those are really high frequencies of love and abundance that can really help you. I really feel like your ancestors do communicate with you in the form of flowers. I really think that there is a certain kind of flower that really calls out to you, and some of you have a very unique relationship to it, and that relationship is because your ancestors communicate with you through those flowers. Some of you may be into gardening. And with the Empress, we have Taurus and Libra energy. Those could be significant zodiac signs for you, sun, moon, or rising. This Empress card really makes me feel like an empowered ancestor, a feminine or female empowered ancestor who is on the other side. Like every time you think of them, or even if you're not aware of this ancestor, they are really empowered. They are very empowered and they are really guiding you. They are helping you to live an abundant life. They are guiding you towards living an abundant life, and they are really trying to come through in this reading. And they want you to know that you are here to live an abundant life, not like a mediocre life where you have to just feel like you're in lack, where you just have to live with breadcrumbs. You deserve an entire feast. You deserve so much bounty and so much joy and so much abundance in your life. And at the back of the deck, we have the number 7, and it says burning bowl ritual. Can you see like how this person is again holding up pieces of paper with affirmation on their hand? So I feel like this is really coming through strongly. Affirmations not just to attract abundance in your life, but also to let go any old or stagnant energies or belief systems is also really going to help you. Like writing down, I let go this conditioning around lack. I let go my fear around money. I let go my old hurts of the past. I let go feeling unworthy. I let go of the beliefs that I'm not enough. Writing it down and then having a bowl, a simple bowl that is not inflammable, and you can burn those belief systems, because fire has the energy of alchemy. It has the energy of alchemy, and along with that you can also write down positive affirmations like I let go fear around money and I welcome abundance into my life. So write down the ones that are the most resonant for you guys. I feel like writing is something that really helps you to ground yourself. It really helps you to connect to your higher self. It really helps you to become aware. It really helps you to set intentions in your life. Every time you write, know that that is your conversation with the universe. Writing is really important for you guys. And significant numbers that we have here, we have 7 here repeating twice, here and here. So the 7 is the number of spirit having your back. And we also have 11 with this 47, which goes hand in hand with this number 1. Yeah, so 11 could be a significant number through which your guides or ancestors connect with you, and also the number 7 is coming out strongly. 7 and 8. 8 is the number of abundance. And on the back of your tarot deck, we have the well. This person is really giving me the vibe of someone who is just having a fun time in nature. They are hanging out, and it has the number 22 on it. 22, so repeating numbers could be really significant for you. 22 is actually a master builder number. It also represents divine support. This could also be like a significant age for some of you guys, 22. And yeah, I feel like this is again reaffirming the message of abundance of nature and how we are always supported on our journey. And also the well makes me think of how, like, when you look into a well or into a water body, you see your own reflection. So I feel like there's a huge focus in this reading today for you guys. There's a huge focus on becoming aware of what's going on inside of you, and that is what is going on outside of you. Your inside is going to mirror your outside. Can you see like how this person is looking outside and how there are these fumes or this energy that's expanding outwards from them into their surroundings? Yeah, so I feel like your energy is really contagious. Your inner reality is what's going to reflect your outer reality. So I hope that this reading helped you. If you resonated with the messages, you can also support me through the link in the description box below. If you like this video, you can also subscribe to my channel, press the like button, and let me know in the comment section how you feel. And I'm sending you lots of love and light on your journey, and remember that you are abundant. I hope that you stay connected, and I will see you in the next video. Hello pile number 2. So if you guys were drawn to the Starseed oracle, then this is going to be your reading. We are going to see what messages your ancestors want you to know, what encouraging messages or divine guidance they have for you, and how they are supporting you from the other side. So let's just dive right into your reading. We have 3 sets of oracle cards along with their tarot cards, and we will take a look at them one by one. So for your first set, we have portal, doors are opening, you decide, rewards, wild card. And to clarify this, we have wheel of fortune with the number 10. Okay, so the first message that's coming through is that right now you guys are on a very pivotal point in your journey where huge shifts are happening and can happen, where realities can shift really quickly, where small actions can lead to huge changes, huge shifts, and where the transitions from one reality to another can happen really, really fast. So this card is literally called the wild card, and I feel like your ancestors are coming here. I don't want to say warning because that kind of implies a negative meaning, but you can say that they really want to make this message known to you. They really want to come out and tell you that this is an important message. They want you to know that if right now you use the things that you have in your life, the values, the positive intentions, the powerful forces, your strengths, you use them, then this could really turn around your entire reality for the better. But on the other hand, if you fail to become accountable in your life, which means that you are not taking action towards your intentions, you're not living a conscious life, then that will also reflect in your physical reality. I'm also receiving the words that you must persevere through all odds. Through all odds. My attention is going to these various creatures in the background, and it's trying to convey a message that it doesn't matter how many odds are against you, doesn't matter how many things that you think are challenges or obstacles in your journey. If you just keep doing the right thing, if you keep setting positive and powerful intentions and keep following the path of the spirit, then things will turn around in a very good manner for you. Realities will shift in a huge way in your life. Yeah, it doesn't really matter if external things, people, situations really seem to be different or polar opposite of your intentions. Like, you may think that how can this happen for me, how can I achieve this dream, or how can I manifest this reality. But your ancestors are trying to remind you of your power. They're trying to tell you how powerful you are, because you are powerful beyond measure. Yeah, and I'm also receiving the messages like your ancestors, they are able to see about you and your life what you are not able to see about yourself. They are able to see your strengths, they are able to see how powerful you are and how much your realities can shift. But when you are in a state where you are doubting your intuition, you're not listening to that voice of your intuition, you're not able to see your full potential. And these doors are opening also makes me think of like more communication with your ancestors or your spirit guides. It's like they will be communicating with you, or they will send you messages and confirmation in a more clear manner. It's like your connection to them is opening up more and more. They will make themselves known to you in a very direct manner. It's like you think about something and you find an affirmation somewhere. It's like you're doubting yourself, and then you are walking by a park and you see the words believe in yourself written somewhere. Those kinds of things, like, yeah. And I feel like portal, I feel like you guys are making a huge shift or transition in your life right now. I actually do want to read the message from the guidebook about this portal card. And it says, doors are opening for you. Your thoughts are extra powerful for you right now. Planets are aligning. The timing is right. The universe is saying, yes, you have the Midas touch. Midas, I'm not sure, but I feel like Midas has something to do with abundance. And it says your hard work is being rewarded. This is a time when you can reap the rewards for efforts made in the past. It's a time when you can achieve a lot. Great leaps can be made. Extreme transformation can occur. Great distances can be traveled in a short space of time. You are swimming with the cosmic current of life. What experience would you like to have? What do you want to create? What new adventures would you like to manifest? Don't lose focus. Use this moment in time wisely. Be conscious and clear with your emotions and thinking. Projects that you have been working on are coming to fruition. Things are in full bloom. It's time to take your harvest and taste your well-earned fruits. When this card comes up in a spread, it's a sure sign that effortless change is possible. If you have been looking for a sign, this is your portal into the new reality. Now is the time to make big changes. If you have been guided to switch things up, you are extremely well supported right now. Use this energy and jump right on in. And soul inquiry, what would you most like to experience? So this is a very positive and powerful energy. I feel like if you guys have been called to make any huge changes in your life recently, or make any huge shifts in your life, like thinking big changes, making big risks, or taking huge actions, I think this is what they are talking about. This is what they're talking about. It's not about being impulsive, but this is really about following those nudges of your spirit, because that will really help you climb the ladder. This portal card is really giving me the energy of like someone. Think about someone who has a rope in their hand or they are climbing up a ladder. So say that this person is climbing up the ladder and then they step on a step that is the wild card. You know how in these games, the board games, we have these wild cards. For example, a silly example of snake and ladder. When you reach a number where there is a ladder, you can literally move so many columns ahead of the number of the position that you were in that game. So I feel like that's the energy. Your positive intentions, your positive actions, they are really going to amplify the process of manifestation. They are going to speed up the process of growth. They are going to speed up your reality. And this is a potential where you make the right and aligned choices, and the reward or the consequence of it actually gets amplified, meaning you reach a point that you didn't really thought you would when you were taking those normal steps. But this point, it's like a ladder. You are going to step on it and it's going to whoosh, take you so many steps ahead. That's what a portal is. A portal is a timeless way into a new dimension, into a completely new reality. So this is what your ancestors are trying to tell you. They are trying to tell you, and I think they also want to encourage you. They want to tell you that don't doubt yourself too much. They want you to really believe in yourself. It's like you may think to yourself, am I thinking the right way? Is this the right way? Should I make this huge change? Should I take this big step, or simply just coming out of your comfort zone? Should I take these actions that I know are aligned with my spirit but they kind of feel uncomfortable for me? Then this is your confirmation that yes, stop doubting your inner voice and believe in yourself more and more, because this is going to create a huge shift in your life. And the number 10 always makes me think of like completions of old cycles. So I feel like when you learn or complete a lesson from one reality, you are transported into a new reality through a portal. So some of you guys may be like in an in-between phase, but it's not like you are stuck. It's like you are going through a transition where you are outgrowing your older reality and you are tasting your new reality vibrationally. And this has the potential to manifest a new reality for you completely. So your next set says, I am sorry, defenseless, righting past wrongs, uprooting. And with this we have Seven of Pentacles. To clarify this card, I feel like for some of you guys, your ancestors are coming in and trying to apologize for the things that they did or that they said in your when they were a human or when they were in the physical reality with you. I think they really want to let you know that if you are this person who is sorry about the connection or what happened, if there are certain elements around that, then they forgive you completely. And on the other hand, they also really want to apologize. I feel like for some of you guys, this could have been a person who was a little bit stubborn when they were in the physical reality with you. They were a little bit stubborn, and I think that their transition on the other side has made them realize many things. And of course, it's because they are no longer in the limited human perspective. They are able to see things beyond comprehension. Yeah, and I also feel like if for some of you guys, if you are carrying any kind of resentment or guilt or sadness within you around any particular ancestor in your life, any loved one who has passed on to the other side, or even if you don't consider them as a loved one, it's someone that really wants to let you know that they forgive you and they are asking for your forgiveness. I think that they really want you to let go of the bitterness around the connection that happened. Writing past wrongs, I'm also receiving the message that this ancestor is now actually your ally on the other side. They're actually waiting for you to ask for their guidance, or they look over you just when you are doing simple little things. It's just like they want to simply observe you and be there for you in a loving presence, in a loving support. And I feel like they really think about how they can find ways, or they find ways, small little ways in which they can help you, in which they can encourage you, which will be very different from how they were when they were in the physical form. For some of you, this could also be like someone in the physical who was with you in the physical reality and they turned their back on you for some kind of way. And I feel that's where the disbelief is coming from. You not believing in yourself. Sometimes when other people don't believe in us, we absorb that. We start to question ourselves. Even when we know that they are not right, it really affects us. And I feel like this ancestor really wants you. They really want to amend their connection with you. And with this, I really want to share this message that when humans, when we transition to the other side, we are no longer limited by grudges, guilt, shame, regret, those kinds of things, because we are no longer bound by the strong conditioning of the 3D human world. If, as a human, someone has a strong belief and the other human does not agree with it, then there will be a lot of conflict. But when they transition onto the other side, then they will not hold strongly to that conditioning or that belief, because they are able to see the bigger picture of life. They are no longer controlled by their mind. They are a free spirit now. So I feel like they really want to encourage you on your journey. They want to help you in the way that they can. They just want you to let go whatever happened. Yeah, I'm feeling like this is you and this is them. It's like you both want there to be lightness. You can forgive each other now. I think that this is the right time and space where you are ready. Just set an intention. Just let go. Just breathe. When you breathe out, just let go of all those experiences, because you are free from them now, just like they are free. And it's okay if you don't want to be guided by them all the time, but I think they just want you to know that they are there watching over you and helping you even in difficult times, and encouraging you even while you have to wait and be patient to attract your manifestations. When the process is really slow, or when you feel like you are losing hope, and those times they are watching over you and they are with you. This is a very beautiful energy, a very beautiful message. And I also want to say that if there are any unsaid words or unexpressed emotions that you are carrying with you, that you really want to let this person know, then you can telepathically sit down in meditation and communicate with them. You can even journal out and write down, addressing them, just letting your emotions out, letting your heart out that you didn't when they were in the human form. I feel like this could be a really healing experience for you, and this could also be a very beautiful experience for them too. So for your next set, we have Hirith, longing for home, homesick for the stars. This is a very beautiful card, by the way. And to clarify this, we have the Lovers. Okay, so I feel like this ancestor is someone that you were really close with. It's like they made you feel like home in some kind of way. There was a lot of love in the relationship that I'm sensing, but life happened. There was situations and circumstances, and things just got a little bit out of the hand. And I feel like sometimes you really miss this person because of the feeling that of home that came with them. And I think they want you to know that they miss you too. Although they are always around you, they are guiding you, they are supporting you from the other side, but they miss the physical attraction. It's like they miss holding you in their arms or patting your back. This is a very beautiful energy. For some reason, I'm also seeing like a parent figure, something like that. Yeah, a parent figure or someone that really nurtured you, and I feel like you miss them, and I think that they miss you too. And you know what's weird is they are coming through so strongly, and we started off your reading with the manifestation messages. They are really wanting you to believe in yourself. I think that they really want to give you the strength and the courage and the bravery and the self-confidence to believe in yourself and to walk on this path. I feel like this person or this ancestors is really, really important for you on your journey, and receiving the message of bravery and confirmation from them is really something that strengthens you. It's really something that is going to strengthen you. I feel like if you connect with them, it will be really, really magical. And how do you connect with them? It's not something that's, out there or only somehow some people can do. You can connect with them telepathically through your heart. You can feel them in your heart. You can ask them for their divine guidance, or you can simply acknowledge your experience that you had with them. What I'm really seeing is, with this card longing for the home, there is this person standing with their arms open, and then in this huge universe there's also a person or a spirit or a being who is opening their arms back at them. So I feel like your ancestors or your guide or someone that you really miss, they love you back as much as you love them. They love you back. Their love is spread throughout this entire universe. They want you to experience the entire universe. They want to give your entire universe to you. It's like you mean the world to them. You mean the world to them. That's what I'm feeling like. And we have the Lovers card with this again. It's like two people, two beings who have reciprocity of love and affection towards each other. This is a very soothing energy, by the way. Very soothing, calming, loving, compassionate energy that's coming through. I'm also receiving like the power of love is something that really speeds up the process of manifestation for you guys. We have the Wheel of Fortune here, and we have the Lovers. Your ancestors, they are helping you on the other side, but they also want to point towards the people that you do have in the physical reality that really love you. And they want you to give this confirmation that these people that make you feel like home, they are right for you. Or if you haven't met someone like that, then you are going to meet them. They are going to send someone your way. This sounds a little bit cheesy, but they are going to send someone your way, or they know that someone is going to come into your life in the form of a lover or in the form of someone who has a beautiful connection with you, and they are going to love you unconditionally, and they are going to make you feel at home. And it's not about waiting for someone to make you feel like home. You can feel at home within yourself when you discover self-love, obviously. But we do need support, we do need connection, we do need encouragement from other human beings who make us feel like home. And I think that's what you have been longing for. So this is a message that they are coming your way, or if this person is already there in your life, then this is a confirmation that your ancestors are really happy about them. They really like this person being with you, and it brings them relief that they are there in your life. It's like they don't have to, obviously spirits don't worry, but metaphorically they don't have to worry about you from the other side, because they know that these people or this person is there with you and they will help you in the physical reality. Yeah, this is a very beautiful and powerful message that's coming through. And I feel like I was saying that the power of love has a huge and potent energy for you guys when it comes to manifestation. I feel like when you open your heart, when you allow in support, whether it's from your ancestors or the people who are right for you, then your manifestation is going to get amplified. Your manifestations are going to get amplified. You don't really have to do this alone. The more support you welcome in, the more you will ascend on your journey, the more faster you will pop into a new reality. Yeah, I feel like your heart really wants connection. Your heart really wants connection, and you will benefit from being with people who make you feel safe and make you feel at home. And at the back of the deck, we have Earth School, life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. I feel like this is a kind of reminder that your soul came here in this physical realm to experience something extraordinary. Can you see like how there is this veil, then they are literally ripping through it? This also makes me think of, again, going back to that message that you being transported into a completely new reality, and the words with this card in the guidebook word jump on in. So it really feels like this person is jumping on into a new reality. They are saying yes to change, they are saying yes to growth, they are saying yes to transformation, they are also saying yes to releasing the old, and they are saying yes to support. And I can't help but notice how much cosmic energy we have here. I feel like the entire cosmos wants to help you. That sounds a little bit cliche, but that's really coming through strongly. It's like you in your physical body, how you think and how you see is a little bit limited. But if you were to see from an objective perspective, then you will be able to see that the entire cosmos wants to help you. Meaning, different situations, people, and places, the universe wants to support you through those things. That's how much the universe loves you. And I'm also seeing like how much light there is around these beings. There are so many orbs, so it feels like when you guys are alone, or when you are feeling helpless, or when you are just being human yourself, you may not be able to see it with your physical eyes, but you are surrounded with so many angels and ancestors and spirit guides. There could also be other members of your family lineage. It's like old ancestors, like old ancestors that you may not even have connected to very deeply. Even they are helping you. I feel like this is talking about like a lineage, because we have this word family tree. That's what's coming through with this roots, family tree. So multiple ancestors are by your side and they are helping you on your journey. Even when you think that you're alone, you're not alone. And at the back of the deck we have the strength card. Yeah, so they really want you to believe in yourself. They really want you to be courageous, brave, have willpower, have self-confidence. They really want to provide you with strength. I think this is a very beautiful way to sum up your reading with one word: strength. They want to provide you with strength. They want you to move forward with strength, and they want you to reclaim your lion self. They want you to move forward as a lion on your journey, brave, courageous, and in full power. And know that they have your back. You have the blessing of your ancestors to move forward on your journey. Pile number 2. So these are all the messages that I have for you today. I hope that this reading helped you. If you like this reading, make sure to subscribe to my channel, like, and let me know in the comment section how you feel. You can also support me through the link in the description box below. I hope that you guys stay blessed on your journey, and I wish you the very best. I will see you in the next video. Hello, pile number 3. So if you guys were drawn to the third pile, the angels and ancestors oracle, then this is going to be your reading. We are going to see the messages about what your ancestors want you to know, any encouraging messages from the other side, and how they are guiding you on your journey right now. So let's just dive right into your reading. So for today's reading, we have 3 sets of oracle cards and tarot cards as their clarifiers. We will take a look at them one by one. So for your first set, we have Elder, move beyond ancestral patterns. And to clarify this, we have Temperance. So the first message I'm receiving for you is that your ancestors don't want you to repeat their patterns. So a pattern is something that is going on from one generation to another. So for example, say that there's a pattern of smoking and your previous generations used to smoke, so it will be easier for you to adopt that addiction and make it your own. But when you do that, it's not going to serve you anymore. It will be easier for you to become an addict to that addiction. But your ancestors really want you to become aware of what you are doing in your life. They don't want you to repeat that same old suffering, that same old ancestral patterns. Generational patterns are something that carry on from one generation to the next and to the next and to the next. That's why it's so difficult to break these patterns, because they are literally embedded in your system, they are embedded in your DNA. So in this example, it will be easier for someone to adopt the addiction of smoking, but it will be difficult for them to break that addiction, because when they break their addiction, they are not just breaking themselves free, they are actually also breaking the addiction of their father, of their grandfather, and their great grandfather. That's why it takes so much courage to break generational patterns. So your ancestors that are coming through in this reading today, they may be someone who have experienced these patterns, and now that they are on the other side, they are able to see the negative side of these patterns, and they don't really want you to follow their footsteps. And it's really ironic, because a lot of the times our elders do want us to follow their footsteps, to be inspired by them, to lay our foundation on the groundwork that they have done for us. But do we really have to do that? Because we are all here to create our own unique journey. We are all here with our own unique blueprint, our divine assignment for this lifetime. And even if we respect someone, it's not necessary that we have to follow what they did, because humans are humans. No human is perfect. If we follow their life journey, how will we create our own? And I think this is what they are encouraging you to do. They are encouraging you to create your own life journey, your own life path, and walk on your own footsteps. Create your own path as you walk through moving forward. The Temperance card really talks about patience and how things sometimes move in a slower manner. And this makes me think of how sometimes it can be difficult to break generational patterns. For example, if you've had an addiction for some time, and by the way, addiction can also represent a belief system. Say that money is hard to come by. That's a belief system. So you break these patterns that have been going on for who knows 100 years. You break them slowly. You break them by uncovering layers within those patterns one by one. It's not just a one-day process, because you're literally rewriting your DNA. You are awakening. You are being the chosen one. You're being the one who lays a new foundation for the generations to come. You're the one who lets go the old unconscious habits, the old unconscious patterns that are not serving your generation, your lineage anymore. And this temperance, definitely there are these huge wings on this temperance card, and this makes me think of freedom. How your ancestors want you to be free, because think about it in this way. When you are being governed by a pattern is a behavior that you experience and practice so many times that it becomes a part of you. So you start doing it unconsciously, you do it automatically. So it's like, for example, you brush your teeth every morning. That's a silly example, but you brush your teeth every morning, and that is a pattern. But that is a good pattern, that's a good habit. In the same way, when you practice the same old belief systems, habits, ways of being over and over again, especially if you have seen grown ups carry out those patterns again and again, it gets embedded in your subconscious mind. That's why it takes time. So when you be governed by these patterns, you're not really free. You are bound by them. You're not free to create your reality. When you actually start to look at this pattern, you start questioning your life and you ask yourself, why am I doing what am I doing? Is this even healthy? Is this even conscious? You go through this sort of a awakening and you realize. So when you break these patterns, when you're in the process of breaking these patterns, you actually free up a lot of space and a lot of energy to actually direct where you want your life to be, how you want to create your life, and not just unconsciously repeat what has already been done. And this card actually also talks about how sometimes your ancestors in the physical reality, they may be practicing things or have belief systems that are limited, but they are not able to see it as their human self. So it's like sometimes their higher self guides you that as my human self, I'm not able to see this, but you're not actually meant to do what I have done, because I'm not really proud of my human self. If they were to listen to me and I'm their higher self, then I would break those patterns So this is definitely a message to create your own path, create your own reality. So your next set says, warrior, be fearless and stand strong. And to clarify this, we have Four of Swords. So it feels like both these people on these cards are the same person. And with this warrior card, I'm receiving the message that your ancestors really want you to become aware of your life. They want you to think before you act. And think about it in this way, we all have this immense amount of creative energy within us. But if you question your life, you take a step back and you ask yourself, am I just repeating the old, or am I creating something new? And if I'm creating something new, then I have to be aware that this takes courage. This takes hell lot of courage. So I will need to believe in myself more and more, and I will have to be brave, because there may be other people from my generation, maybe my age or older than me, who may not agree with me if I walk this path, because I'm breaking the old patterns and I'm doing something new. So think before you act and gather up the courage, the willpower, the strength, and the awareness before moving upon on this journey. And this is not just about thinking before you move on this journey, because you are already on this journey, but it's really about taking a step back to observe where your thoughts are not really your thoughts and your actions are not really your actions. It's like you have a certain thought, and that thought actually belongs to a collective consciousness. So the ancestral patterns actually create a certain paradigm. So from the example we had before of someone having an addiction, they have an addiction, their father had that addiction, their grandfather had that addiction. When they repeat these patterns year after year, hundreds of years, it creates a whole dimension of its own, a whole paradigm of its own. And when you are breaking old patterns, you're actually stepping out of these paradigms and creating a new reality. So why won't you be rewarded for it? You will be rewarded 10 times, because you're not just freeing yourself, you're freeing your ancestors, you're freeing your lineage, you're creating a new example for the generations to come after you. So you are breaking out of the old paradigms and you are coming into the new. For this, during this process, you may encounter people, and even the people who are stuck in those same patterns say that you are coming out of this pattern, this addiction, and those people are stuck in that same addiction, in that same mindset. Someone is stuck in the mindset of lack, that money is hard to come by, and when you start embodying abundance mindset, they may not agree with you, they may not approve of you, they may even try to stop you, because you are showing them something that is threatening their old patterns, that is threatening what they are familiar with. So it's like you're standing in front of a running train and you're saying, stop. These cycles end with me, these generational curses end with me. So those that come before you, they become really uncomfortable. So it's important to know that this path takes a lot of courage, and it actually feels like this is you, and this is your ancestors, and this is you, and they want you to know that you are the chosen one. So the image that's coming through is that when in those movies there's a battlefield and the older people, they send out their younger generations out into the war, and they tell them that you are our savior, you are going to be the chosen one, you are going to be the one who helps us win this huge battle, this huge challenge. And that are the vibes that are coming through. Yeah, I feel like you guys are really unique. You may not even resonate with a lot of people who are connected with you, especially by blood. You may be someone who has unique dreams, unique desires. You are really, really unique. you are bold, you are authentic, you have interests that are unpopular. And here, these ancestors are here to encourage you and to remind you that it's like that for a reason, that you're unique for a reason because you're not meant to be the same. You are the chosen one. And this Four of Swords actually has the energy of someone resting instead of going to a battlefield, or someone rejuvenating themselves. So it feels to me as if your ancestors want you to stop living a life of survival. When you're in the survival mode, you're constantly doing things, you're constantly in this zone that you have to overdo, you have to overwork, or that everything is against you, and you have to constantly be in this survival mode where you are always living in fear and guilt and shame and anxiety. And they don't want you to live like that anymore. They want you to enjoy life. They want you to definitely think before you act and not repeat their choices and not repeat their actions. Become aware of your thoughts and how they are coming from the old paradigm, which is outdated, and start embodying new belief systems, new thought patterns that are in alignment with where you are going into your life, where you are moving, and what you really want to create in your life. I'm also getting like revolutionary vibes. Revolutionary vibes, like this person is standing and saying, enough, I'm going to break these generational curses. And this will come out in different ways. For some of you, breaking these patterns could be healing yourself. For others of you, it could be taking a new path. It can come out in so many different ways, but there's definitely some kind of change that is happening through you, some kind of healing that's happening through you in your lineage, and your elders really want you to commend on that. They want you to encourage on that, and they want you to follow your higher self. For some reason, this kind of looks like your higher self. It's like this is your human self, and this is your higher self coming out of survival and living as a free spirit is an important message for you guys. So for your third set, we have Wise One, grow within your current situation. And to clarify this, we have Strength. This card has followed us around throughout all the three piles, the Strength card. So I feel like one thing that's common in all the piles today is that the ancestors really want to provide us all with strength. They want us to be brave on our journey and not back down. So this is really giving me the vibes of a grandmother. It's like this is the grandfather, the grandmother, and this is you. And they are standing by your side in the ancestral realm, and they are helping you as you walk upon this journey. So it's like you're surrounded on both sides with them. You're surrounded by them on both sides. You're not alone at all in doing this work. Even if people in the physical reality, they think that they don't support you, or they think that you're not doing the right thing, or they judge you, or they mistreat you, your ancestors are by your side, and they want you to know that you are on the right path. With this card, I'm also hearing the words keep going, keep going. It's like right now where you are on your journey, things may not be making sense to you, or may not be making entire sense, may not be in perfect imagery of how you think your reality should look like. And this is about you choosing to follow your inner voice, even if things don't make sense right now. It's growing where you are right now, and to keep going, to not quit, and to not try to force change, because you are the change. That change is happening through you. So don't resent your present reality or where you are, or try to rush out of it. Sometimes we can get really frustrated when things are not going our way, when we are not getting what we want in the present reality. And this is only because we forget that maximum growth and evolution happens when we are in the present moment. Our present moment actually prepares us for our future. We cannot force past it or rush past it. So I think this is what both these cards are about, because both these cards are about being patient and slow progress and resting, taking a step back, because your present journey is actually preparing you for your future. Even if you feel frustrated or tired, or you don't like it, you want your reality to change quickly, think before you act. Don't try to force anything, because slow and steady wins the race. The creative energy or the force bubbling within you is actually something that you can utilize in the present moment. It's actually you communicating with your future self, you picking on future timeline versions where you will be doing great things, where you will be experiencing more expansive opportunities in your life. So, in the present, trust the present. Trust that it will all make sense. And the strength card is pretty obvious. Your ancestors providing you with the strength, with the wisdom, with the confidence that you need to keep going on this journey. And the strength card is Leo zodiac sign, and this temperance is, I think, Sagittarius. Yes. So both these could be significant zodiac signs for you. And remember that when you trust yourself, when you know what you are doing, when you are being that change that no one had the courage to be, you walk on this path of taking accountability. You don't just blindly follow everything, then you will be rewarded tenfold, because you're finally being the one who is listening to their higher self. So some of your ancestors, with all due respect, they may not have listened to their higher selves at all. They may not have followed that guidance, and I think that's why they want you to follow your higher self. They don't want you to make the same mistakes that they made on their journey. This is coming again and again, so I have to say this. I think they are addressing you as the wise one. As the wise one. W could be a significant letter for you, an initial alphabet or of a place or a name. This could be a significant letter for you. Yeah, so they are addressing you as the wise one. And people who are wise don't just act on their impulses. They don't just act on their anger. They don't just throw stones at people who disagree with them or who mistreat them. They keep their calm, and when the timing is right, they use and channel that energy to create something new, to create their own reality. Wow, you guys are really unique. You are really, really powerful. You really need to master this art of being your authentic self, and at the same time using your discernment and not allowing other people to walk all over you. And at the back of your oracle deck, we have see your seeds grow, springtime, and we are actually in the springtime right now. So this season could be really significant for you. See your seeds grow. Maybe some changes take place in your life or are taking place in your life right now. And this is also about growth and abundance. And it also makes me think of how when you are creating a new path, when you are coming out of those older realities, you set new intentions. Those intentions are like seeds. You are kind of sowing new seeds for your family tree. You're creating a whole new tree. You are not going to live by those rotted roots. You're creating a whole new tree, you're creating a whole new garden, and it's going to reflect the choices of your higher self and not the ones that have been made unconsciously by those before you. And at the back of your tarot deck, we have the moon. So the moon talks about becoming aware of your unconscious and subconscious, bringing light to your unconscious and subconscious, and self-reflection. I think these changes in your life are going to come through self-reflection. Or maybe you are someone who has this ability, you have this gift of self-reflection. You could even be like a Pisces or a Cancer zodiac sign. I'm also receiving the message that during the night time is when your ancestors communicate with you, maybe through dreams, or when you are just in the silence of the night, you feel their presence. So this is a confirmation if you're resonating with the message. When we dive into our unconscious, meaning we are doing shadow work, we're also doing shadow work for the previous generation. So I think there's a lot of focus for this pile on diving into the shadows of yourself, which are a representation of the shadows of your ancestors, of those who came before you. I feel like you guys are like a cycle breaker. You guys are the type of people, I'm gonna say something really huge. You're the type of people who are not just born randomly. You are the type of people who are born like once in 100 years, once in 200 years. You're very unique, and that's a part of your mission. That's a part of your journey. And I can't help but notice there is this same crescent moon on this card as it is on this card. So maybe you have this divine connection with the night and you receive downloads or information or psychic messages and visions in your dream time, and your connection with your guides or your ancestors becomes stronger during the night time, and you can utilize this to strengthen that connection and gain more wisdom from them. So pile number 3, these are all the messages that I have for you today. I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. If you like this reading, make sure to subscribe to my channel, press the like button, and let me know in the comment section how you feel. You can also support me through the link in the description box below. And I simply want to thank you for being on this journey, and I hope that all of you guys stay blessed on your journey, and I will see you in the next video.